Evening, boys.
Evening, Sally.
Welcome to The Chatting, your local pubcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Mark.
And I'm the other Mark. 3 pints, Sally. And what are you having?
I'll have a Bellini.
Cheers. I'll fetch him over.
Evening, boys.
Evening, Rob.
Evening, Rob.
How are we doing? All right?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, do you know what? I've got to say this.
Yeah.
My mind has been blown this week by something that I did not realise.
Right.
What? Grass is
Black Eyed
green?
Peas. Where is the love?
Yeah.
And Fergie doesn't sing the chorus.
Okay.
Ooh.
I didn't know that.
She does not sing
What do you mean she
any
doesn't
of
sing
the
it?
chorus. So, where is the love? All that bit,
Yeah.
purely Justin Timberlake. I didn't even know he was in it.
What?
Justin Timberlake sings the chorus of Where is the Love. My mind
I'm
blown.
not sure that's right.
I'm telling you,
There's
it's absolutely true.
Well, he'll have Googled it, Mark.
Well, why don't you Google it, Mark,
think-
and double check and fact check? I think we need to fact check Rob.
I think
Fact check or fact check?
Fact.
I think Rob's getting confused here. There's two versions of the song, one with Justin Timberlake and of course the Black Eyed Peas version.
No, Justin Timberlake wrote Where is the Love.
Really?
Yes.
Is there a DJ in the room? We
With,
can
with
clarify
the
this.
Black Eyed Peas.
Do you know, that's quite interesting that you should say that because, and I'm not sure whether it were away from, because he was massive anyway, wasn't he, at that point? So he wouldn't have needed the money. But the Bee Gees were saying, weren't they? They wrote loads of songs for the people,
Yeah,
and featured in the chorus, didn't they? They were like singing the chorus
Well,
and stuff.
Chain Reaction's a great example of that.
But you know that...
I thought you were going to say it's a great song then.
Well, it's a great song I play every week. I make money for it. But yeah, they wrote it especially for Diana Ross, and you can clearly hear them on the backing vocals.
Yeah.
I mean, if you play it, you'll clearly hear
Well,
them.
that I wouldn't know either. But this blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I love that song.
Yeah, and ironically, it says on Google, you can clearly hear Justin Timberlake singing. And none of us know. We play music to people.
Let me just play this section
Okay.
just so you can hear it, right? Because it blew my mind.
Oh. Yeah, do you know?
So does Fergie not
It's
sing
him
it
doing
at all?
the higher harmony and lower.
And you can actually hear it now you've said
Yeah.
it.
I'm glad you
I
can.
mean, you can't, the high bit, I'm not so
I'm
sure.
so
but
confused.
that
Is
the
Fergie
initial
on this or
bit-
not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
He's singing
Never-
both.
I'm not going to get an answer on my audio. These two they're having a right ding dong
And
about
so
it.
I know it's nothing revolutionary, but I was literally hurt. I was like, what? I didn't know he was in it. And amazing.
Well, but I have a question there. So is Fergie on the song at all?
Yeah, she sings little bits, but that's it.
Oh,
She
okay.
plays the drums.
So yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you very much, Rob, for that.
Anyway,
Same time next week.
guess what? From last episode, we've got another voice message in from someone.
we?
We have indeed.
Wow.
Should we play it?
Absolutely.
You got it on your Walkman.
I've got it on tape. Here we go.
Hi guys, Ethan here. I've got a would you rather question for you guys. So the would you rather goes, would you rather have to look after a polar bear for 5 years, or would you rather have to look after a tortoise for your entire life? Bearing in mind, you have to feed these animals, you have to care for them. The polar bear could turn on you in them 5 years. However, after them 5 years, you can hand it back to whoever, the zoo or whoever. What would you rather do? Also, great with the podcast. Love what you're doing. Thanks for having me on. And I can't wait to hear what you've got to say.
So,
Cheers.
would you rather look after a polar bear for 5 years or a tortoise for life?
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Wow. And there's a bit. The thing is, there'd be a real emotional connection with that tortoise because you'd have to pass it on to somebody. Because don't they live to like 100 years old or whatever?
Yeah,
So
mental.
you're going to be leaving it in your will, aren't you, to somebody else? Do you know what? Actually, that sounds like a good idea. I know you don't want this tortoise, however.
So are you saying you'd rather have the tortoise?
No,
then, or-
no, I was just thinking from a sadistic point of view.
Oh,
that
okay.
I mean, aren't polar bears somewhat unsafe?
Well,
Aren't they one of the most vicious animals in the world?
Well, I think he did say something about it could turn on you. Did he say that?
Well,
His...
I mean-
I imagine it could, and aren't they like 8 foot?
Well, it's
when
not
stood up?
Could you imagine the size of fridge you'd need to keep it in?
That's one big chest freezer, isn't it?
At first I'm thinking, I won't cut it up straight away.
Well, what would you feed it? What do they even eat?
Fish?
Fish?
I would have thought.
People?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. Oh,
Well, I don't know. I think I'd probably go for a tortoise, surely.
Yeah.
But you'd have to look after it.
I reckon I could just about keep up with the pace of a tortoise.
Yeah, you could.
and how many names would Ellen give it?
Oh, could you imagine?
low maintenance anyway.
Absolutely.
So I think,
is Alan
yeah,
a bit of a
tortoise.
namer of
Oh, he'll have a dozen names at least.
Already, and she hadn't even heard us yet.
Yeah.
He'll have already got a dozen names.
Yeah.
brilliant. I would go for
Terry.
tortoise.
Terry the
'Cause-
tortoise.
Terry the tortoise.
Terry, yeah. Terry the tortoise. I'd have Terry because I just couldn't cope with it.
Terry?
I mean, it's just not. We couldn't. It's not feasibly possible to have a polar bear, is it?
Well, my back garden's not big enough, so no.
Well, of course it's not feasible, but it's a would you rather, innit? I mean, there's some stupid ones.
Well, listen, I've got one. I've got
yeah?
one.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got one.
okay.
I thought you would have, Rob.
Well, you know, I often think about these things. So, would you rather go back to the age of 5 with everything you know now, or know now everything your future self will know?
Well, just say that
I'll say
again.
that
Just say
again.
that again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would you rather go back to the age of 5 with everything you know now,
Right.
or know now everything your future self will know?
So your future self, how old is your future self?
I'm going to say 75.
So to know everything now
That's like-
for the next 35 years.
Yes.
I don't want that
or-
depressing news,
or-
to be honest.
Or go back to when you were 5 and know everything that you know up to this
Well,
point.
if it's 75, that's only like a year for me. No, I don't know. I don't know.
For me, it would be to go back to 5 and know what I know now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think I'd rather, if I had to choose, this is what I'm saying, if I had to choose, I'd rather choose to live my life again with differences. So with
There'd
investing
be a bit
into...
of trepidation, though, as well, though, wouldn't there?
With
You-
it-
Would you want to make the same decisions? And I suppose you'd have to, because otherwise you'd change the course of your life, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think what I'd want to do is try and make the same decisions based on... Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
you sit there and you make different decisions and you don't meet the people you meet, and then,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is out the two, I'd rather know what I know now and be able to live that life again than know what's coming.
Yeah.
I've got a problem with that because if I go back to being 5, I can't remember. I mean, I'm 5 years old. I'm playing with
So
Lego
you'd
and
be in a
Play-Doh.
sweatshop again making shave oaks.
Shave oaks.
5-year-old
Making
shave oak
shave oaks.
manufacturer.
I mean, I'd be 5. I don't know anything at 5, so all that information, when I get to 10, I'd just forget it all. I won't.
Well,
I'd just go, I can't remember I won't know that information.
well, then that's clearly the better one for you, isn't it?
I'd have to go for the older one, I think.
What, the know everything...
Yeah. Well, why not? Be something
What
different.
about you, Mark?
I don't think I'd want to know what's coming.
No, that's what
I don't either.
Because it's depressing enough getting up in the morning and seeing on the news, let alone seeing the next 30 years of it and going, oh, well, look at all this we've got to look forward to. There's no, I don't know. I can't even begin to imagine
What's
it'd look
worse is when it only tells you I can only give you the next 3 years and you're thinking,
like. Ooh, hey-oh. Yeah, let's get planning.
why I can only get 3
why
years?
can I only get that?
Oh no, I've got 3
Well, at
years.
least you can plan. I love planning.
You'd
That'd
never
be
get any
great.
surprises, though, would you?
I feel like-
It does remind me of a Would You Rather, though, that I heard not so long ago. Would you rather have £10 million... Sorry, no. Would you rather have £1 million now
Yeah.
or go back to being a childhood and know everything that you know now?
Ooh.
So would you rather be given £1 million now
Oh, that's
or, like a bit like what you've just said, go back to being a childhood but know everything that you know now?
I'd just take the million.
I'd
thanks.
take the million.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just take the million.
I think
Yeah.
I'd take million.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I just heard it recently because
Sorry, Kurt, when you said go back to everything you know now, are you going back in the future and knowing things that you can, or just the information that you've learned, or are you finding information out before other people?
Yeah, so like you're going back. So imagine the fact that if you went back to an age and know what you know now, for instance, you could invest in Facebook, you could invest in Tesla, you could invest in Bitcoin at the right time, and by now, when you get to this point, you're then a multi-billionaire.
Well, on that basis, then, because that's what I thought. That I know these guys have jumped in because they're money grabbing sods. I'll have £1 million. Not me. I'm like, hang on a minute. I'd go back
Bit more
and then
tactful.
I'd go back. I'd go back and go. Well, hang on a minute. I know this information, but a bit like the stocks
You
and shares and stuff.
you might not be able to go back to that's too far. Your 5's too far back.
Well, we
There's
didn't have
limitations
fire
on this time
wheels back
machine.
in my day.
And by the time that you got old enough to be able to action it, you'd have forgot it, as you said.
Yeah.
I'd forgot that time I was
that's
10.
true. I would have
Go
forgotten
back
about
to
it.
being 5, knowing how scary dinosaurs are.
Yeah, good point.
I've got another one for you.
Okay.
Would you rather go to jail for 4 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did do, but always live in fear of being caught?
Well, I think that depends what you're getting away with. I mean, if you're talking about stealing a bag of Maltesers from Woolworths, I mean,
Well, it did
or
say-
you're talking about murder.
Oh,
I mean,
it's something horrible.
something bad. Yeah.
Have you gone back to being 5?
Wait, why was Woolworths closed or something?
Yeah, you know that though.
Yeah, no. I don't know why I
Have
say
you been
Woolworths.
under
It
a rock?
just popped into my head.
Maltesers and a can of Tab Clear.
Wait, you've done something horrible, mate. Like
Right,
you've done
well,
something really horrible.
I'll have to think about that. See what other guys think. I'll think about it.
Well, I mean, again, it depends what your class is really horrible. If we're going to go down the path of really, really horrible, like it's going to keep you up at night for the rest of your life and stuff like that, and interfere with your life for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
well then, yeah, I'll go to prison for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree.
What have you two
Yeah.
done that's so
And
bad?
Peace of mind. Peace of mind's everything, isn't it?
Of course.
You'd end up just destroying yourself through.
Do you know
guilt.
if it said it like go to prison for 25 years, that's different, isn't it?
Of course.
You'd I mean, I'm not sure if I would change my decision anyway, but 4 years, you're like, yeah.
Well, 25 years, I would change my decision because then that's, I don't want to say the rest of my life anyway, but it's not going to be far off.
Yeah.
You know, if I had to live the rest of my life in fear or guilt or live the rest of my life behind bars, well, then I would live my rest of my life in fear and guilt.
Yeah, because would you
because
really...
you're not behind bars.
Would you really live every second in guilt? You wouldn't, would you? You'd have moments. You'd go, oh, I've just remembered that thing I did. You know what I mean?
It can't be that bad then, can it?
You'd be like,
stealing something from
gosh,
Woolworths,
yeah.
you mean?
Yeah, but seriously, I mean, I don't know. I've never murdered anyone. Not that I know of.
When you say
but
horrible,
you know
I mean,
of-
what level are we talking? Like wiping a bogey in a toilet
no,
cubicle?
I think horrible. You've
That's a bit random.
You've murdered
I mean, that's
someone.
horrible, isn't it? I mean, you know.
Well,
You look inside some toilet cubicles and you look and you think, what's that smeared on the wall? on the side?
oh,
Yeah.
that's
It's the right
dirty.
height that someone's picked the nose and they've...
yeah, sorry
you
about
know.
that. I
don't
don't do
think
that.
it meant-
a couple
Oh, we're
times.
talking like, you know,
I don't think
more
it meant.
sinister.
I don't think it meant you did something dirty, and therefore it's going to put in your mind that you whacked a bogey on the side of a cubicle door. I think it meant more sinister, as in, yeah, you've took an axe to someone's head.
Well, I've got one. I've just thought of one while we're talking about would you
go on,
rather.
go on.
What about this one? Would you rather be the last man on Earth or the first man on the moon?
Ooh.
And when I sort of say first man on the moon, I don't mean Louis Armstrong, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
What's his name? Buzz Lightyear. Is it Buzz Lightyear?
Louis Armstrong, he's got some good songs.
Time on the world.
Right, Buzz Lightyear then. Is it Buzz Lightyear? Buzz Lightyear. What's it?
Infinity and beyond.
Oh, wait.
Right, Mark, do you mean...
There's no point in you going back to being 5 knowing everything you know now.
What's
Your
that?
5-year-old child knows more than what you do now. I can only assume.
Right, Mark,
What? Yeah.
when you say the first person or the last person, do you mean as the world is, if you go on the moon, you're going up there, you're not coming back?
Well, that's what I
you-
was just going to go into. I don't mean Buzz Lightyear's get landing on the moon and going first step for mankind and giant leap for Animal Kingdom. I don't mean all that. I literally mean as in first man on the moon to live.
And then
Yeah.
second man at
And not coming back.
Neil Tennant from Pet Shop Boys.
That's him. Was that not him? No.
Okay, I'm with you now.
Okay, so last man on Earth
Yeah.
or first man on the moon?
Yeah.
And so are there women on Earth, or is it
No,
literally the
everyone-
last human?
Yeah, you're the last human on Earth.
Literally the last human on Earth.
No chance.
I mean,
What,
I'm going to
being last
go with...
man or
I don't want to be. I don't want to be the last human on Earth.
Yeah, but when you go to
what,
the
do you
moon,
wanna be
you're,
first
the,
one
you're
on
the
the
only
moon?
person on the moon.
Can't you come back?
No.
That's what he's saying.
There's
So,
not terms and conditions to
By all
this, you know.
accounts, I think I would rather get it over and done with. Go to the moon and then just,
Wait,
because
see,
it's not going to last that long, is it?
I'd be thinking I'd rather just stay on Earth because at least it's habitable.
Well, you say that, but there's only you on here.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's
There's nobody-
oxygen, isn't
There's
there,
no
and
Tesco
water.
to go shopping. I'll just
Yeah,
go
you
get some bread
Still
and milk.
fresh water. I mean, yeah, you're not going to last long, are you? I mean, I reckon you might get 20 days more on Earth
Yeah.
than you do on the moon.
I mean, you get to Tesco and it's shut. You can't get in because there's no one to open it.
Well, just break in. No one's going to arrest you. What's it going to be? What
would you say, Kirk?
Yeah. I would say first on the moon, just because then at least you've experienced space travel.
Okay.
What
would you say, Mark?
I don't know. I think I'd probably be. I think I'd be first man on moon because you're sort of pushing boundaries, aren't you?
So I really am the only person left on Earth. Because you've all buggered off to the moon.
We've all gone to the moon on our own.
Robert's still trying to record the podcast on his own.
Well, bearing in mind, when we set on moon, it's a big planet, so like Mark could be over that side at moon and Kirk could be on the other side.
All three listeners have gone to the moon.
So you'd stay on Earth?
Yeah, I'd stay on Earth, yeah.
Fair enough, okay.
Fab. I've got one for you. Well, you can all answer it, but I've got one for Rob.
Okay.
That I think. So, would you rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie,
yeah,
or a lead in a box office flop? Let's make it a bit more interesting. Let's say not just an extra in an Oscar-winning film. Let's just say a junior, like
role.
One up from an extra, but not
a walk-on.
Yeah, a walk-on.
That's a tough one. That really is tough because a part of me wants to just say, actor. Let's go for the actor. But if it's a flop, it potentially ruins your career, doesn't it? If you do a walk-on part, you're still not going to make your career, but there's a chance you could still get there eventually.
Yeah.
So I think I'd go for a walk-on in a massive blockbuster hit. I think that's what I'd go for.
I think he's fibbing. I think in his head he'd go, "No, I'm going to be the lead, and I'll make sure it's not a flop."
I'd fancy being the lead in a because you can still put on a performance, couldn't you? The film might be absolutely dogger, but if you can, pull off a decent.
I suppose if you know it's going to be dogger, then you just go all out on it, then don't you?
Yeah.
Then you change the course of history.
I'm sure there's a lot of actors out there that have been in a film and know full well it's going to be a flop, but think, sod it.
Yeah. Look at Samuel L. Jackson. He's making a living out of it. I mean, he's done some great films.
No, you're
Snakes
right.
on
Snakes
a plane.
on a plane, yeah.
He doesn't, and that's why I think he's probably the highest grossing actor of all time.
Yeah.
He doesn't say. Well, it seems like he doesn't say no. I mean, he's even selling Warburtons.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
If anyone knows how to pull off a flop and a successful...
Pull off a flop.
Pull off a flop and a flip and pull off a successful career...
I'm sure if anyone knows how to pull off a flop, it's Rob.
Well, I'm flattered, thank you.
Is that an acrobatic thing?
Yeah.
A forward roll and
What would you do, Mark?
What's the question again?
Oh, gosh.
Would
you rather be an extra,
right,
or a walk-on, which is an extra,
yep,
in a huge blockbuster successful film,
yep,
or an actor, lead actor, in an absolute flop?
I think I'd be an extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you, although you could be the lead in a film that's a flop, you're going to be associated with that flop. I mean, it's all right, you're talking about Samuel L. Jackson. That's fine because he's at that level where it don't matter if he does 100 flops. Once you've reached a level, don't matter. But if you're working your way up or you're an unknown, if you make a flop, that's it. You're out.
You'd love pressing pause on your Betamax, wouldn't you? That's me! That's me! Yeah. Look there!
Yeah.
Look where? Look.
That's exactly what I would be doing.
Yeah, showing everybody. Look, and you're pausing it for that second where you've just popped up behind Darth Vader. Oh, that's me, look! Yeah. I'm that stormtrooper.
You've just made me think of another one by saying pause. Would you rather have a pause button in your life or a rewind button in your life?
Oh, way up.
Oh,
I like
that's a
that
good one, isn't it?
Pause button in your life.
Pause for me.
Rewind.
Yeah. We'd have some great fun with that.
I think
you would though, wouldn't you? You'd be in a situation, pause, move something when somebody's just about to use it and they go, just watch the confusion. I'd spend my entire life waiting for someone to pick something up, pause it, move what they were going to grab and then just press play and then just wait for them to go. Well, obviously I'm doing the movement, but you can't see it. But
for the benefit of the
confusion of they were just about to pick up or if you're in a pub, you press pause, someone's freshly poured pint, you'd neck it, put the empty glass in front of them or the half pint back in front of them, and then just watch them go, hang on a minute, who's just saying? I'd love that.
Do you not think it'd have a short life though? You'd get to
Not for Mark, no.
I'd have a very drunk life. I'd be walking around pubs pressing pause.
I think I'd have to say rewind. just because I don't know. I just think it'd be more fun being able to rewind and go back and because then you can change the course of history, can't you?
But then you wouldn't be able to rewind again, would you? Or would you? Because would that not ruin your rewind?
Well, I'd say rewind because that's I could
You'd be
rewind
rewinding something
because it's
that
like
doesn't
pausing.
exist anymore.
I'm pausing and rewinding.
Would it not
rewind.
come, if you're rewinding? Would it not come under? Is it called the butterfly effect?
Well, that does actually raise questions, doesn't it? That actually, if you go rewind and then change something, what does it change?
Yeah.
What else does it impact? What else?
Yeah, because the moment that you press rewind no longer exists anymore because you've changed the point that leads to that.
You know what we're talking about there, aren't we? Back to the Future. That's the film. That's
absolutely.
You start fading on photographs and all sorts.
That is my
That's where it
favourite
gets
film of all time.
confusing.
But there's also a film called Butterfly Effect, which goes through that whole. I don't want to be a fool and say a word that's not right.
No, say it, Bob. Say it.
Hypothesis.
A what?
Hypotenuse?
Hypothesis?
Is that the right word?
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Well, neither do I.
Hippopotamus.
Neither do I, if I'm honest. But the film, The Butterfly Effect, it keeps going back. As if they wished for something different in the past, so they go back, but then it alters another part of their life.
Yes,
and then they want that to change, so they go back and change that, and it alters something else. And no way does it ever work out good.
I can't imagine it.
In fact, it gets worse every time. It gets worse.
Wow.
So
I've never seen it, but it's an interesting concept, isn't it? Because you can't change something and expect the same outcome, can you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now I've said that, I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to go for pause.
I've got one, guys. Here's another one. Always know the truth, but never be able to lie. Or always believe lies, but be a master of deceiving others.
That second half could get really messy, couldn't it?
Do you want me to read it again?
You'd end up
Do you want me to read it again for you? I can tell all your cogs are going round in your heads.
It'd be number one for me. Because number two, you'd end up in a right
So
mess.
it's a bit like the film with Ricky Gervais, isn't it?
Where the
invention of lying.
Yeah, I
where
think
everyone tells the truth. There's no such thing as lying. There's no such thing as lying, and then he learns how to lie, or he finds out that he has the ability of lying. But obviously he can say and do whatever he wants because everyone thinks he's telling the truth.
But the trouble is, if you believe in everything that you're told, you wouldn't know what's right and what's true and what's false. But you could, so you wouldn't even be able to believe what you're saying yourself, would you?
It's a very confusing one.
Can you say the second one? The second bit.
Not the first bit, just the second bit. The second bit is always believe lies, but you're a master of deceiving others, as in other lies.
So
you always believe lies. So if I said to you, "Oh, grass is blue," you believe that, but you're a master of deceiving others, so you can deceive other people.
So in effect, everybody's exactly the same then. Because you'd be believing everything that everyone else is saying, and they'd be believing everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
So you'd just be in a world of mess.
Just be a world of mess.
Yeah. It'd be number one, I think.
Yeah.
Which is always know the truth, but never be able to tell a lie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, that would make for a decent society, wouldn't it?
I think so, and I don't think I tell lies anyway.
I'm not sure if the Rob Bennett exaggeration counts as telling little white lies, because at the time I don't realise I'm doing it. You just take a figure, and that figure goes from 10 to 1,000 just because I've decided to add a few knots on the end.
We all tell white lies, though, don't we? I mean, we all, white lies.
Well, like you said, to children, you'd rather tell them that than them know the truth, because really, it's not going to benefit them to know the truth.
Yeah, but
I'm taking you to the dentist. Don't worry, it's going to absolutely kill.
But where's your line with a white lie?
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Would you tell a lie right now if it meant that you got 10 million quid in your bank?
What sort of lie are we saying?
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
I mean, what
is it? This bag here, it's got 10 grand in it. Is it yours?
Yeah.
That's the question. Mark answered.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I'd tell a lie, like saying, "Oh, that hoodie that he's got, look, it suits him. Right, give me the money." There we go. That's a lie.
So,
because it doesn't suit him, so where's my money?
So, what about if you saw someone drop a lottery ticket?
Does it really not look that good?
So, what happens if you saw someone drop a lottery ticket, and you could have called them back to say you've dropped something, but you decide not to? You pick up that lottery ticket, and it's a winning lottery ticket.
Well, I wouldn't know if it's a winning lottery. Do you know?
Yeah,
you're saying that I know it
already, wouldn't you?
Are you saying that I know it's a winning lottery
This
ticket?
is the interesting thing. So you've just said what, Mark? You'd have already given it back.
Yeah, because you see somebody drop something, and they've accidentally dropped it.
Yeah.
You'd make sure that you knew they knew that they dropped it. You'd pick it up. Excuse me,
I'd
you've
say
dropped this.
You've dropped this. I mean, I wouldn't know it's winning, or you're saying that we know it's a winning ticket.
No, I'm saying that there's a chance it's a winning ticket.
Oh, no.
So would you give it up? This is what I'm saying. Where's the line of a white lie to make something better for yourself?
Yeah.
Or to give yourself a better opportunity.
I'd like to think that I'm an honest person, but
Yeah, don't leave your lottery tickets lying around.
An unknown winning lottery ticket, I'm giving it back. £50 million lottery ticket, it's going in my back pocket.
Well, there were a programme on. I think it were based on a true story. Where
I don't know.
They'd bought a lottery ticket and they'd won. They'd gone into the shop to claim it, and when they'd scanned it, the shopkeeper realised it was a winner. But
they told him it wasn't, and he tried to claim it.
And then he tried to claim it. Well, he did claim it.
Yes,
he did claim it.
It was what's his face? When Neil somebody
from Men Behaving Badly.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil, who's he? Is he that singer? That drama.
He's from Men Behaving Badly. He's
Neil Morrissey.
Morrissey, thank
Neil
you.
Morrissey.
Otherwise, we'd have got a complaint about that.
Lead singer Smiths.
So it's a good programme. It is based on a true story, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it? I don't.
It sounds familiar.
I watched the drama. I don't know if it's true.
Are you saying there's a TV programme made about it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just meant it just happened in news.
No, Neil Morrissey used to work in a news agency and he needs someone's lottery ticket. Times were getting a bit hard on me.
I thought you were saying it with Neil Morrissey's lottery ticket.
No, Neil got paid. Neil Morrissey was voluntary.
He was an actor in it. Oh, I'm with you now.
You know he's an actor, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
So is that what you're saying then, Rob? If you worked in a shop and you scanned a ticket and saw that it worked jackpot?
No, I won't. No.
You mean if you found it?
Because in my logic works that if I did, I'm saying it quietly like I'm just being a bit cheeky.
There's only us four here.
If nobody else is listening.
There's only us here.
If I did take that lottery ticket that someone had won, and I knew it was a winning ticket, that's why I took it, and it were like 50 million, I'd find them and I'd be like, I just want to give you some money. Just want to. Yeah,
here's 49 million.
I'm just giving a few people. I won't give him that much. I'm just giving a few people some money. I've noticed that, and I give them some money, and that would make me feel as though I've done my bit.
Yeah. No.
I've been awful, but I've done my bit and given them £5.
Do you want another one?
I want another one.
You got another one? Go.
Thirsty.
Would you rather hunt and butcher your own meat, or never eat meat again?
Oh. Now then.
I mean, I recently I've quite got into the vegan way of eating, if I'm honest. So
he's been to a restaurant once.
I've started to eat more and more vegan products and foods and going, actually, they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. It wasn't by choice that I chose to try them in the first place, but now I've had them, I'm going, actually, these aren't
bad. There's some very good products out there.
Yeah,
some
there
very,
is.
very good products out there now.
But I like meat too much, so I'm hunting and butchering.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, see, I like meat. I don't, however, I wouldn't want to hunt it and butcher it myself. I can't see you hunting anything. Nobody's got any time for that. So I'd do. What's the other option?
Never eat meat again.
Never eat meat again. I mean, I'd just have some of that Beyond meat as well. That were my choice anyway.
I'd end up starving in pursuit of trying to catch something.
That'd be me.
I reckon I could just about cope with chasing a chicken in the hoping that it just lays an egg in time for me to get it before it hatches.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to butcher something from live. I think
I
if something was, half presented. In fact, I don't even think I could do that. I couldn't butcher something from, in its entirety to something edible.
Butchering wouldn't be the problem for me, it'd be catching it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I think that's an agreement with all of us, that we'd all struggle to catch something, but I'm just assuming that I'd have the skills to catch.
I reckon I could catch an egg and cress sandwich.
Can we manage a little cheeky one?
I've got a cheeky one if you want one.
I've got a cheeky one as well. Go on, you first, Rob. Mark's blushing already.
I'm putting my headphones on.
Mark, have you not even got you thinking about it? Well, we'll come back to that later, maybe. Go on then, Rob. What we got?
Would you rather?
Always saying it
Look at
like.
the grimace.
Oh,
You can't even say it.
You know you've got to let a word roll off your
Is it
tongue
a little
in
bit
front of
rude?
the guys
Oh,
that
dear.
you're with. Would you rather?
oh, here we go.
I'm covering my eyes. I don't know why. It's my ears I need to cover.
Would you rather suck a dick once a day for 365 days or suck 365 dicks in one day?
No way Mark's answering that. And by the way, the cheeky one that I've got is not as bad as that. Just putting it out there. Just putting it
That's
out
a bit
there. And I
risque.
may as well answer the question. One a day keeps the doctor away.
Mark?
So is the question 365 in one day?
In one day.
Or
One
one
a
a
day
day for
for
365
So
days.
either way, you are performing oral sex on 365.
What sort of question's
Males.
that? Where are you getting these from? Are you on Dark Web or somewhere? Well, I don't know. I'd probably do it all in
Now,
one
can
day.
you see
get it
why
out
I
of
want
the
a
way.
pause button?
What would you do when it was paused?
I'd pause it. I'd take your microphone off you.
You know what you do? Wash his mouth out with soap, like we
Wash
talked
your
about in
mouth
the last
out with soap,
episode.
Yeah, and
or
I'd
whatever
rewrite those
episode.
notes on your phone.
What would you do, Mark?
I've answered it.
Oh,
were
you're
you
going-
not listening?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
Mark,
got-
we're washing your mouth
What
out.
were you going for?
I'd get it all done in one day.
Orgy in one day.
Yeah. OJ? Did you say OJ?
I don't think Mark's going to answer
There
this
is no
question.
other Mark.
So, the other Mark.
All right, well, you can pass that one if you want, but then you've got to answer mine. Mine's not as bad as Rob's.
Not as bad.
It's
not
not
as bad.
Hey,
How much room is there for
hey,
not as bad as
not as
that?
bad as
Would you
Rob's.
rather answer my question or answer Kirk's question
And not know what
and
Kirk's
not
is?
know what Kirk's going to say?
God, Bennett.
Trust me, mine's easier to answer than Rob's.
Okay.
So you're going to go for
Did
Kirk?
you answer it? What did you say?
Yeah.
One a day keeps the doctor away. That's
But
what
no,
I
you're
said.
not having one. You've got to
One a
get
day. For a year.
Oh, one a day. Oh, sorry. Right.
And so I
Okay.
think you said all at once.
I'd get it all done in one day.
I'd be the same.
This escalated really quickly.
Bring them all in, get it out of the way, and we're done,
Yeah,
aren't we?
have a party.
Yeah.
One day.
He's not just doing it.
He's enjoying it.
He's all for it. Come on.
Kirk's having a party every day for a year.
Mark for that.
Come on.
Any requests?
Okay,
Come on, Mark. Mark, are you
would
answering this? I want him to answer.
No, I'll give him the option to pass that one, but he's got
Has he
to answer
passed?
mine.
Have you
I'm
passed?
passing that.
Right, let's. You've got
Mine's
to
not
answer
as bad.
Kirk's.
It's really not as bad.
It should
we
be.
go.
It's really not as
Here we
bad.
go.
I mean, it could lead us on to a story that I don't know whether Mark will tell or not. I'll just park that.
Me?
I'll just the other one.
Oh.
I'll just park that there. Would you rather walk in on your parents having sex, or have your parents walk in on you having sex?
Look at his face. For the benefit of the
makes me feel uncomfortable,
it's a
doesn't it?
picture.
Oh, that's not. You've got to admit that's not as bad as Rob's.
No, it's not.
Right.
Just.
He's not happy.
Would you rather walk in on your parents having sex, or have your parents walking on you having sex?
How old are you? Are you 5?
Now,
What, you're 5 having
You're
sex?
right. Yeah.
What?
No. You know,
What?
You know, a 5-year-old walks into a bedroom. Mom, I can't sleep. Oh.
Oh, okay.
And then you come, and then by the time you're an adult, you've completely forgot it ever happened.
No, now,
And
right.
chances are, it maybe did happen at some point, and you've completely forgotten about it.
now, you're the age that you are now.
Jesus Christ.
Should we leave that with Mark while me and Rob answer?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go
Well,
on.
you go first.
No,
Rob.
you go first.
I've not thought about it yet.
I haven't either. I was just thinking, was he looking at Mark?
Let's go back to Mark then. For the benefit of
was
the
it?
tape,
What
he's
was
now
it?
rubbing his face.
What was
Would
it?
would you rather walk in on your mum and dad having sex?
Yeah.
With yours, it can be your mum and mum, if you like.
Yeah.
Or would you rather them walking on you having sex?
I think I'd rather have them walking on me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Look how good your
I
son
think
is.
I think
Go
I'd.
and press record on this camera.
I think I'd rather walk in on my mum and dad. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, both of them are not great, are they? Let's be honest. I'm waiting for Mark's answer, but
No, I've never seen my mum or dad.
you're making your own jokes of you two.
I'm
Mark's just sweating.
I'm celibate, I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course. Come on, we
Right,
had an
here we
agreement.
go.
You
Come
had to
on.
answer this.
He's going to answer Rob's, I think.
God.
If you put it this way, Mark, if you don't answer within about 2 minutes, you've got to answer both Rob's and Kirk's.
I think I know a worse one than the ones I've even said.
I know lots of worse ones.
Okay. I think it's got to be because you might not know that they've walked in, eh? So you might just be ignorant to it, and they might have nipped in it. And then walked.
If that's how you want to perceive
right,
it.
okay, that's the best one, isn't it? You didn't know that they've seen. They've stuck their head around the door, seen you, and then they've snuck off. They didn't tell you that they've seen you, and you don't know that they've seen you.
No.
That's the answer.
No,
yes,
no,
that's the option.
They've seen you, Mark. Oh, they've seen you. They're
they
taking
might have done,
photos.
but they haven't told you that they've seen you because you didn't hear them, and you didn't see that they've seen you, so you don't know either.
No.
And you both go with the rest of your life happy as Larry.
No,
And
no.
if we get enough emails in asking us to tell the story, I'll tell you the story that's linked to that one.
Yeah, we need some.
I'm not here that week.
I'm on that now.
Hey, before we go, did anyone watch Gladiators?
Oh, yes.
No, I
You've not watched it?
No.
Oh, Mark.
It's
I
brilliant.
know.
Did you, Mark?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Although, what I will say, and I don't know if it's rose-tinted glasses, I don't think these gladiators are as skillful as what they used to be.
Is Wolf not in it? And Jet?
They've kind of got characters that are assuming certain roles. There's a Viper.
Viper is like Wolf,
yeah.
isn't he? Yeah.
But the contestants on the first one, certainly the, what's it called? Juggernaut. The one where they...
Gauntlet.
Running
the gauntlet.
When they're running through the half pipe.
Yeah.
And I think they all got through, except one who hurt his knee.
Yeah.
They weren't getting through if Warrior and...
No.
Rhino and whoever else were in, they weren't getting through.
No.
So whether it's guys are a bit more beefed up now, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's hard to tell after that one episode because they just managed to get through. But there was...
they were scoring loads of points on that new game where they had to touch the middle.
I like that game.
I did.
like that game.
I did.
I like it. Really physical.
They seem to be running rings around Gladiators a little bit, I thought.
Only the girls weren't it, though? I thought it was only the women that run away with it. I think the others only managed... I think the guys only managed to get like 6
the guys
points.
didn't get anywhere near
it
as much.
It just looked a little bit... Apart from the hang tough, which is,
Did you see that he didn't? He got all the way. That contestant got all the way to the end.
I'm not... See, I saw that, and I'm not so sure whether he thought he had to get to that end and then back. And then back.
Oh, he definitely messed up.
Yeah. Or whether he just started swinging and then... Because you would have just kept swinging back in that... But he started coming back, and I thought... He's misunderstood these rules here, and I thought he'd started coming back, and obviously you're knackered.
It amazes me, though, that the coordination of some of these people on these programmes, you think they're going to be, they're going to be awesome. The contestants that go on there. And they were great, don't get me wrong. But I think that one you were just talking about, what's it called? Hang Tough.
Hang Tough, yeah, with the
Hang
rings.
Tough, for me, that'd be one that I'd feel I'd be pretty good at, because you've got not rhythm, but what do you call it?
Upper body strength.
Momentum and be able to build and balance.
It's knowing how to work the rings to get you somewhere. The female that did it, she literally just... It was like she didn't understand. She swung
on one arm.
And just talking, I was like... Swing! Yeah, move your legs! Swing! It's a game! You've got to try and win!
Yeah.
But more than anything, because obviously there's an element of nostalgia for us.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark were probably too old to watch it the first time round. But there's a bit of a nostalgia for us when it comes to Gladiators. And when you heard that they were refilming it and you want it to be good.
Yeah.
You want it to be what you remember.
There's the risk of it not...
Yeah, and I think they've done it really well. I think they've kept
I agree.
I'm a bit unsure on the presenters.
Well, that's my only downside to it. I don't see where either of them fall into it.
Me neither.
His son, especially his son, just looks awkward. He's not experienced. He's just not experienced enough to hold it. But even his dad, I'm like, we're talking about. We had John Fashanu and Eureka Johnson, who were at the time, obviously they were in the prime and they were young but they were both athletic. And we've got a guy hosting it who's 60, however old.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't see where this is. Why have you not got a sports personality? Why not thingy from JLS and his missus?
Marvin Hughes.
And then they're both into fitness, younger. Something like that would
I agree. I mean,
better.
end of the day, they've been picked because it's meant to be Saturday night television, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's a great presenter.
He is.
Yeah,
Bradley Walsh.
Yeah,
and I know that on social media that Barnes, is it? We're getting a bit of grief as people saying, "Why has he got his son on?" You're going to, aren't you? If you've got a kid, you're going to help him get on, aren't you?
Yeah, and look, he's talented. You know, and they are talented.
They've got great chemistry.
They are talented together. But I just don't think it fits the programme.
No,
and
I know what you're saying.
It might differ. I might think differently in 3 or 4 weeks' time. Are you going to give it a watch, Mark? Are you going to? Is it something that you're just not bothered about?
I have no
whatsoever?
idea what obviously I know what Gladiators are, but you're talking about the episode. I've not seen it. I don't know presenters. I don't know anything.
Will you
about
watch it?
Probably not, no.
Oh. Okay.
It's not that I don't want it, it's just that I've got too much stuff going off in my life, so I got time.
Yeah, you got to play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I don't play that.
Time at the bar, please.
So that's why I'm not saying anything, because I've no idea what you're talking about. As in the new games, the new presenters, how it's the format of it. No idea.
Brilliant. Well, on that other note...
Right, boys, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm off.
See you later. Bye.
Do you have a dilemma? Maybe a burning question you're longing to be answered? Or you just want to get in touch with us? Why not drop us a voice note or a message over email at innthechat@gmail.com. That's 2 N's, not 1 N, because 1 N, it doesn't matter. innthechat@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you.